Okay guys, about to go to market on a quick scalp for 4 pips to the sell side on cable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drop a fiver in, put the order in underneath, set it at 5 for now, just like so, and I'll kind of explain what it is that I'm up to. Okay, so earlier on this morning, I was in a market call with the guys and do a Q&A and question one thing another, but also in the Discord, backing onto that, was a question about pound USD and how to draw fibs, etc., etc. Now, what I've done is, if I kind of go to the Discord itself, I'll be able to show you and then tell you where this trade is coming from. So if we come down here, click this open, guys are having a bit of a chat about what's going on. Now up here somewhere there, so it's for Richard that I'm doing this, so it's a little salute to you, querying where to draw the fibs, etc. So we had our little therapy session, which is in the form of a market call where we all get together live, which is here. So we all jump together and we get in live. And then I was discussing this particular thing here, which is pound USD. So we've done the breakdown, showed where all the levels are, etc., etc., inside of here. So again, you just come into there and I'll mark the chart out for them. And then we have a running commentary in here as well, so they can see exactly what I'm doing. And that's here for them all to see. Now I'll put the bigger version of that on. This hasn't triggered yet, so I don't need to worry. One of the things that we need to do is track the state of play of the market. Now the state of play of the market is this. The pound is increasing. It's relatively strong, or it has been. It's moved up a position from the last data sample, but the US hasn't moved at all. It's still middle ground, okay? But when we look over here, there's actually a change on the horizon coming. The pound is losing strength, and the dollar has also lost a lot of strength. So it's kind of static at the moment. What that tells me, and then when I also look at the overall view of the market, as you can see up here, there isn't anything that's really jumping out, okay? Nothing at all, pair-wise. So they might be strong, but there's nothing overly weak either. So again, the market is static. Now this affects the target. It means I can't swing at the fences. So I've got the standard ATRs down here. It's currently running at 70, this one. So it's not, well, let's do with getting rid of them as well. I haven't traded them yet. Didn't update it from yesterday. It's not particularly big on its ATR. So my scalping targets are going to be relatively small. And this is a scalp. I'm not a true scalper, but if this is the only trade that's available and it's the market the guys we were looking at, I'll take what the market's willing to give. So what we're looking at, it's actually in a buying scenario from a bigger picture, but the bias at the moment is sell. Okay, so it's selling, and the trade itself is sell, and it's telling me to be careful with it as well as being risky. So I'm not going to push the boat out too much. So 4 or 5 pips is about as much as I want. So in this scenario, flick it across, we work the trade out. We can see where the arena is that it's been working in. It's found this level, spiked into that entry exit, and then you've got another entry exit down here. Now before that, there is this little swing, which is what I'm targeting. That's where the target is, and we're just going to run the trade straight into it. Now that's on this chart, but if we look at the bigger picture, we can see that it's pushed up here, this particular move, and it's had a go at getting up to here but failed, so it'll naturally come back to where it's been to. Well, it has. It's here. Well, it's triggered in now. So now all we have to do is get that to come down, spike into there. Don't be greedy. Take what the market's willing to give. And it is a downward move, and it's failed on that level twice before. 1, 2. So if that's going to now go back up to here, in other words, following the pattern, you know, sort of Elliott wave, if you like. So kind of drop that on so you can kind of see it. So sort of started down here, got up to there, came back down again, got up to there. So there's your fourth, down into your fourth wave, and then the final fifth up there. There's a classic Elliott wave pattern. I don't want to be too sort of stupid and fight that. So if I'm going to, over the course of the next hour, look for a quick trade, then the trade is down before this. So that's kind of the premise of that. I don't like Elliott waves. I'll be upfront, because you might be able to see them in the market slightly, but it's not an Elliott wave till it's an Elliott wave, and by then it's over, and God knows whether it's going to go up there. All I know, in this hour's time frame that I'm looking at, the dominance is down, and that's the logical target. So that's where I'm going to trade into, and I'll take what the market's willing to give. It's currently in profit. It's not a lot, but it is there. We'll just let it slam in and be happy. That's it. Don't have to swing at the fences. Don't have to do anything. Just give what the market's willing to give. So let's play this out, and hopefully it won't take too long. Okay, guys, there you go. Job's done. Smacked into where we needed it to go. So just flick that down. You can see, push, picked it up here, and the job is now complete. So I'm quite happy with that. And now all I need to do is just reset, look at it again at the top of the hour, and see what I'm happy to do. Now, I don't get it right all the time. Yesterday, I got royally carted out on oil. You know, had to kill the trade off. And just one of those things. You don't get it right all the time. Sometimes it just, well, it just gives you an almighty smack in the teeth. And it's something that we were talking about this morning in that market call, where I brought up that I did get royally carted out. And last night when we were having our call, I was explaining it then as well, because you can plan them all, but you can't win them all. That's the difference. If you get carted out and the market just went against you, and you had your stop in the right place and you managed into it, then that's fine. Don't worry about it. But it works the same with your profit as well. As long as you got your target in the right place, you'd be okay. And this one was only willing to give me about 25 quid. But it's 25 quid in minutes. So what's that? It's less than 5 minutes, because it was a 5-minute candle that was playing. So less than 5 minutes, 25 quid. That's a good rate of return. So there you go, kids. This is just kind of just to show you what I'm up to. I'll be doing a bit for the squad today, because I do most of my stuff for those guys. But drop in the comments. Tell me your thoughts. Even if there's markets that you consider looking at, or you feel a bit unsure, you never know. I might even just jump on it and break it down and trade for you. I often do that for the guys in the squad. I get them to pick the market. I don't pick markets. I'll do my own charts, which are the DAX, etc., that you saw on the sheet, which I'm working anyway. But many a times they'll go, will you have a look at Euro JPY for me? And if I see something, I'll go through it. Okay. Catch you soon.